I'd be remiss as a huge Office fan to not bring it up real quick.
That's what she said.
It's been a wild year, and certainly the Friends reunion brought people so much joy and was such a huge success. And it got me thinking, are you having any conversations about maybe doing something like that to celebrate The Office?
I haven't personally had that conversation, but I think it's a lovely idea. I think it's a wonderful idea. And I think why it's also a great idea is that The Office, it seems to me, has been a real comfort to people during this last 18 months. People seem to have watched it religiously. It seems, from what I understand, the numbers are through the roof. People have just rewatched it. And again, I think it's partly because it's ultimately a story about sort of community and that they are sort of unlikely friends in the end. And they're friends that only know each other through sort of the place that they work. But I think there's something nice, particularly as we've been so divided from each other for the last 18 months, being able to watch a show where people are sort of in a room together, I think has been a weird kind of comfort. So no, I think the idea of a reunion is a lovely idea.
I know you are an executive producer on The American Office. Is there any sort of a status or anything that you can share about if you wanted this project to come to life, what it would look like?
I always hear kind of rumors about, that there's talk of someone wanting to bring it back. But there's nothing certain that I can give you an exclusive on that I've heard. I'm always hearing those stories, but they're always from different people, and then they kind of bubble up and disappear again. So I don't know.
What will it
think
take?
Sometimes it's. Well, I think it can be dangerous to revisit things, can't it? That sometimes the sort of magic, it's hard to make the magic happen again the second time round. So I don't know if it's necessarily a good idea. I think sometimes people want that, and maybe it's not such a good idea after all. I don't know, but certainly I'm not, I love all those actors. I love that world. I would happily watch 10 more seasons. So, if it does happen, I'll be a fan like everybody else.
What will it take to get Carell on board?
I don't know. Maybe he just does it. Maybe it's just animated like I am in this movie. Maybe he just does it from home, and they just CGI him, and he doesn't have to show up. Maybe all the actors. Maybe that would work for all the actors.
Wow.
Or maybe then we do like a Muppet Babies version where it's just the voices of the cast, but they're all sort of them as kids.
That's the life.
A Boy Called Christmas. What a holiday delight, and bonus points, it's releasing on your birthday.
It is releasing on my birthday, which unfortunately also clashes with Thanksgiving generally. And so everyone goes home to see their family. So whenever I'm in America and it's my birthday, there's no one around to celebrate with. But in this case, in this year, I'm in the UK and we don't celebrate Thanksgiving. So actually there'll be a few people to raise a glass. But no, I love the fact that it's sort of a Christmas film. That's one of the things which was so appealing to me, because I've got young nieces and nephews, and I can't wait for them to come over this Christmas and sort of see it. And normally I make quite adult things, and the stuff I make myself, quite edgy and sort of not really suitable for young'uns. So I'm pleased that the family will be able to enjoy it together.
You ready, old friend?
Born ready.
You can talk.
And I can fly as well. No, just kidding. No mice can fly. That would be absurd.
You have your pick of what you want to do in Hollywood, and for you to sign up and do a movie like A Boy Called Christmas, is it to get those brownie points with nieces and nephews, or what is it about this project that you were like, I must do it?
It's partly that, but it's also the idea of the origin story of Santa Claus felt like a story that I must have seen before. And actually, when I stopped to think about it, I couldn't really think of that before. And it seemed like, what a great classic tale. Plus, I get to play a talking mouse. And really stretch myself. I mean, listen, I'm 6'7" and I'm playing a mouse, guys. So you might want to get the Academy Award people to really pay attention here, because that's not an easy role for someone my height to get into the mindset of.
No, let's definitely get the FYC campaign going.
I'm going to be honest, kid. I did not see this one working out for us. What is this?
This is a Christmas party.
It's Cake City? No idea what this Christmas thing is, but I love it.
Are you someone who enjoys going to a sound booth and doing this project, in your pajamas, or did you miss being on set and interacting with humans?
I love going to a sound booth and being in my pajamas, exactly like I am now. I mean, I appear like I'm wearing a suit, but I'm just in my boxers and slippers underneath there. Please, come on, I'm not getting dressed up. I'm in my own house. When you're on set, although it's fun and it's great, like you say, the camaraderie, there's a lot of pressure because it's so expensive, and so you don't generally get as much time to just be playful and improvise. And whereas when you're doing a voiceover, you're in the booth and you've got a lot more time. And so Gil, the director, was very sort of encouraging and let me be playful and ad-lib and allow me to try and make a connection with Henry, the lead, who I'm sort of friends with, but who I never met until the premiere the other night. And so that's what's sort of fun. That's its own interesting challenge and very enjoyable, like I say, because you get so much sort of creative freedom.
You said you're at home in the UK. I'm curious, on a scale of 1 to Mariah Carey, where does your holiday spirit rank?
I'm a big Christmas fan. I'm sort of there. I'm pushing the Mariah levels of Christmas spirit. I like the sentiment of it. I like the Christmas tunes, including Mariah's. I would quite happily put them on in June. I love those tunes. Really? I'm sure if you're working in a department store, it must be unbearable, but I love hearing them on the radio. I like seeing the lights up, the Christmas decorations. You know, I live in London when I'm in the UK, and you know that gets so magical at Christmas time with the lights and the kind of, it feels very Dickensian and kind of Victorian, and so I get fully in the Christmas spirit. I really enjoy it.
It's just one day a year. What shall we call it?
Nicholas and Mika the Talking Mouse Day.
Any other ideas?